Hello guys. Well, this is it. So, I have no time to put some um at myself on my new look cuz I didn't have time to add it in. And I know some of you guys that you said that I won't be making any drama videos anymore. But I have to make one last video to respond or a drama video to respond or make a truth about for what they were doing to make these things clear. Yup, you guys guessed it. Trian nguyen. If you don't know, is Trian nguyen is a 17 years old kid who had to make some random series content, I guess. I don't know, it's just very boring. And Alexei is 25 years old adult who makes some good content in her favorite cartoon characters such as Willy and Roadrunner. He used to be a good guy back in 2021 and he seems chill for a while until Alexei comment on my previous video and concerning about what Trian did or what not. So I didn't have a screenshot, but I believe that I'm aware of that she told me everything the truth about what Trian for what he did. So what did he do? Well, I will tell you. Trian does some bad things over the past 4 years by claiming that he changed his opinion to hate on Alexei Gribanov, and later after he started to slander and harass Alexei before her friends, and still using a poor excuse by saying, "Oh, it's just my opinion on her," which is stupid. And the reason why Trian Nguyen was getting hated on by saying that she is toxic and a villain for the when she's not. For the way he just has called her is very uncalled for what he said in his video's description. Anyways, I am so concerned about Alexei that I felt sorry for her experience to go through her torture, because she did nothing wrong over the years. And of course, he was racist too. When Alexei was Russian, he goes far by saying she was a Russian freak. I mean, not as much too much racist, but that's a little racist for the way he treated her by calling her that, and I will not tolerate racist behavior. Anyway, and yeah, as you saw the profile picture from earlier ago, he created a bunch of sock puppet accounts by creating anti-groups in 21 times. Like, he has an army of Trian for what he's been created on. And I bet he's going to make an anti-group if by doing the same thing if we confront him at Well, as you saw the movie back in 2023, a new DreamWorks movie was called Ruby Gilman Teenage Kraken. For those who don't know, Ruby is a 16 years old who is very nervous, who goes to school to meet Chelsea Vandersea, who is 16 years old too, and had a good times and have a good relationship between him in besties. And Chelsea betrayed her friend and becoming a Queen Nerissa and being defeated at the end of the movie, as you saw it. And it was a good movie. It's not that bad. It was a good movie. And Alexei hates this movie because of her different opinions. Well, opinionist. After having a different opinions on the movie, he started to slander her more without thinking twice by batching it. Yeah, this is not going to end well. And yeah, I did handle opinions too, but the Trian nguyen wasn't. Okay, I will be moving on to Legia Midori. If you don't know, she was told that she was a good person by making the speed paint videos. And of course, here's what Trian did was very unforgivable. He made Legia feel suicide because of Trian's behavior. And yes, she was harassed and slandered by Trian nguyen too, cause her hate got so bad that Trian caused her to slit her arms a little bit. That made me visibly shocked. I I don't know what to say. I just felt so bad for her cause for what she's been going through too. So Trian nguyen was a manipulator. For example, whenever he makes these types of videos for 4 years ago, his fans would be easily to get his fans back by causing them to manipulate them and using them in his fictional characters as toys if we criticize him. And yes, and of course, he always gatekeep them. Anyways, whenever I was talking to someone if they are aware of Trian's behavior and told them to watch the truth video about him. And of course, and yeah, they didn't believe me and proceed to block me. And I know, to someone who's getting blocked isn't a big deal, but one of his manipulative fans that made me very uneasy. Lastly but not least, here's what Trian did that made me very furious at him for what he's been doing. Okay, so after having a talk with Alexei about Trian's behavior for the reason 3 months ago, Trian saw the Alexei's post and saw this and said that I was toxic supporter, which I was not, because I witnessed the whole experience for the damage he caused over the past 4 years. And do you want to know what he just did? He had a nerve to achieve these 2 posts that shouldn't be allowed on YouTube community guidelines posts or a video, a term of service or whatever. And he just had to bring this up and allowing this video to stay like this from an ad like. And the video is like 16 seconds long. So I don't want to share some screenshots or otherwise I would end up getting in trouble again. And Trian is going to get in trouble for this because imagine if his parents saw this for what he's been doing. They are very disappointed that they would end up taking his iPad away and closing his YouTube and his SockPub account for all the torture for what they've been through. And guess who that I was a victim here? Me. I was the one getting slandered and harassed by Trian by claiming that I was the villain or toxic or something which is that I'm not. So I confronted him for what he has been acting like this and still doesn't listen to me and continues to throw a tantrum by making these types of videos anyway. Okay, so that's it. And here's my response to Trian, who never changed or apologized to his behavior. Trian, if you're seeing this, please, just stop and get some help. Or better yet, therapy. And if you are going to think that you are gonna pull some nonsense excuse that you didn't even bother to apologize or admit your wrongdoings, like it's a quote unquote opinion or something. Like Trian, seriously, we have been through this over the past 4 years. Like, what are you doing? You are a 17 years old kid and you are still acting like a little child and making yourself look embarrassed and and full of yourself. Like, what kind of user are you anyways? First, you are slandering in her friends, and now you are slandering me. Did you learn your lesson? Did you learn your mistakes? Did you learn to admit your wrongdoings and learn how to behave and to control yourself? No, you didn't learn your mistakes of your actions, Trian. You are incapable of accepting any form of responsibility, let alone caring about yourself by claiming that Alexei and her friends villains and toxic when we are not. And that makes yourself a selfish you are. That's how much a selfish, entitled male Karen you are. I am not playing games around, Trian. I am not playing games. Because you need to understand that what you're doing is very uncalled for, and I will not tolerate this kind of behavior. And one more thing, Trian. Get a job, make some friends, and stop repeating the same response in your sharing video posts, and learn how to improve your behavior and fix yourself properly instead of wasting your time by making drama. Or otherwise, you know what? Goodbye, Trian. Goodbye. I hope you're happy yourself for what you did. Just goodbye. You disgust me. Goodbye, Trian. Sorry about that, guys. It's just that he's never going to change. And he's going to keep repeating the same process over the 4 years. So, I will probably ignore him for good, permanently. And this will be the last drama video or response or the truth video of him about him. For real this time. I am not lying about it. Cause I just had to make a last truth video to make things clear. To gather an evidence for what he did. And I hope he learned his lesson someday. Well, someday. If not, he's gonna keep resisting by repeating the same process over and over, as I said it earlier. Anyways, to Alexei, Legia, and her friends who was one of the victims who got slandered, I deeply sorry that you had to go through this madness. I really hope that you would have to ignore him for good. Yeah, you guys already ignore him because of what he did. Or you guys could make a truth video about him if you want, but still, you guys can ignore him because he's not worth of your time. So, anyways, I hope you all have a good day. So, see ya guys.